Yep, allow. Posting timeline. Why is this not going in? It doesn't want to stream setup. Why am I stream setting up? Oh, complete posting.
Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana's been a practicing psychic for 25 years and has gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She's an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. This week, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's 2022, and these are going to be Lana's predictions for 2022. Happy New Year. Welcome back. How are you?
I am great, and I am. You guys know we got some snow, and we're not used to it. We're all driving like maniacs, So I'm running just a tad late. So he knows I am. So he's trying to be nice to me.
All right.
Anyway, I'm going to be doing predictions so that you guys know. And what we've done, we're changing up this part of the year. We're going to change it to a 45 minute.
Yep.
This is what we're doing. So anybody that's following me, you can see me. And at the last 15 minutes, you'll still get to ask your questions. So don't worry.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. So I'm right now trying to go live and can't because Facebook's giving me a hassle.
Well, we've got you on, of course, your YouTube channel. We've got you on 216 The Net YouTube. We've got you on 216 The Net's Facebook. Of course, you're live out there at 216 The Net. For everybody who's out there listening to, go to www.enchantedSky.com and yeah, we can
hi guys.
We can very well follow, subscribe to the Lana's Enchanted Sky on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Follow her, help her out that way. Those all help a ton. And people are just rolling in this morning. Yep. Happy New Year, PT, Chris, Anna. Yes, we'll be able to ask. We'll be able to ask questions here the last 15 minutes of the show. Happy New Year, Lana. Evelyn, good morning. Good morning. Marco, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Yep.
We don't know what numbers we've got anymore, but we had 1 million people at one time. It was really close. I think it was 850 is last time I looked.
850.
So we don't know what we've got. But I do tell you,
good morning, Jen.
You have a plug. I'm going to lose all my stuff.
So. Right there. What do you need? A seat?
I need a seat.
Right there. Pull it right out of that thing.
What?
Right there. Right next to your left hand.
What do you mean?
Right there. Your left hand. Keep going. More left. That.
Pull this out?
Yeah, pull that right out. Should be a C.
Sorry, you guys.
Right?
Okay.
That should be a C, right?
Yeah, it's a C. Yep. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Mary Jane, good morning. Jen, Jen did a great job on New Year's Eve. Jen Krejci, she did some rune readings for people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was cool. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going through, throughout the year, I have been getting, hi guys, I have been getting lots of messages downloaded to me. So what I'm doing is we're going from last year. If I remind some of you guys, right? Some of my predictions, we were looking at them. We were guessing it was maybe 85% or so. Mm-hmm. So I'm not too. I may even be a little higher than that. But I did miss a couple. I will admit to anybody, I missed a couple. I missed one. I kept saying that we were going to have a wet spring. It wasn't here. It was to the north of me because we had flooding, but it wasn't us. So I kind of sort of missed it, I guess. But I did predict the Bucks in 6. I from what I saw, I predicted Biden's win from way back from before. Yeah. And so I predicted what else did I do? The death of Prince Philip, 2 tsunamis of a volcanic eruption.
Border atrocities.
And I predicted, and I did say that there would be tons of people that were rioting, and that was in January, and that was what happened over the summer.
Predicted that COVID numbers would rise in Australia.
Yes.
They did. Mm-hmm. Food shortages.
Yep.
You said there would be more stimulus package coming, and a lot
There
of
was.
families
Oh,
did
that's right.
receive that.
See, I forget some of these things because what they are is
Yeah.
stuff that they're telling me.
Huge tornado season in the south, and of course,
huge.
you know,
I didn't say
Alabama,
exactly when, did
right.
I? But we lost
Yep.
people down south,
Yep.
right? So
Said there would be a big earthquake in Japan. There was back in March. I mean, there's food shortages.
I've got so many predictions this year. For this year, you know what really scares me is I can show you because I know you guys won't believe me, but I predicted Betty White's 3 times in a matter of from September to November. I said somebody big is going to die, and they're old. They're really old.
Well, she was 99.
And I put on there. I know I put on there. Yeah, it's an old star. I said, could it be Betty White? And I literally, I'll have to show you where you can see where I wrote it because what I do is I do this at night, and they wake me up, and that's how I do this. So. Anyway,
good morning, everybody. Happy New Year's, Nancy.
So here's some of the stuff that I got. Now, I'm not going to be able to get through all this because there was so much written. I had to piece through it and give you some of the highlights. I just write at random.
Yeah.
So some of the messages are also for me even. So, yeah. So in politics, a little bit of politics, but not too much. We're going to have high-speed rail within the next 4 years in the United States. There's going to be 5. And our next president is female. And I don't say it's Kamala Harris. It might be, but I can't tell. But it's female. Okay. And I did make a prediction. Everybody keeps saying that Joe Biden's going to die. He's not. That's my prediction. He's not. But you're going to see less and less of him. And he is going to have some type of heart issue, something where within the next year to 2 years, that he's going to be in the hospital for it. So I don't know what exactly that is. Okay. Now, listen to some of this stuff. I know this isn't a popular one for some people, but some people it is. There's gun control with the AR-14, the 15s, the big stuff. It's going to pass. Now, I'm going to say that it's not necessarily this year, but it's within the next 3 because we are in a huge shift. It is huge. And we are, believe it or not, people are going to be nicer to each other, Kent. People are going to start. You're going to see a shift of energy this year, and it's astrological. We've got Jupiter and Pluto, and Jupiter likes to also be Pluto. Excuse me, I take that back. I meant Jupiter's in Pisces, so I meant Pluto is also direct. You're going to start seeing a lot of really good things happening. It's a very positive time right now. Believe it or not, you'll feel it. It'll start to, and people, and when so by the way, I do readings for the year. So if you're one of my normal subscribers, and I got 20-some thousand and gazillion on here. If you want a reading, this is what I am doing. I am slightly backed up, but it's not that too bad. For the beginning of the year, I'll do your whole year. I give you 12. I give you once a month reading.
Nice.
So January, February, all the way through. I give you your numerology. And I also give you an astrology. It's all together, and it's really cheap. I think everybody keeps telling me I'm cheap. It's
inexpensive.
But $125. But
that's good. That's a good.
Yeah,
value.
Everybody says that's cheap. And and if you're a returning client, I give it to you even cheaper. So you guys go to Enchanted Sky. You guys can book me. Right now I'm a little backlogged, but it's not too bad. I'll catch up.
Nice.
I got caught up this morning with some person. I was working a sec. If I concentrate, I can do it. So anyway, so we've got healthcare coming. Now, this is what was so funny. I just found out we do have a healthcare change, and I had already predicted it. So some of these predictions, you guys, were actually written by me in September and October. So, and if you guys don't know about the health change is they can no longer just come up with some stupid number and just charge you. It has to do with being in network and everything. I can't remember exactly what the law is, but I know I'm right on that one. So I was like, well, I got that before I even, so you will see where some of these have come true before I even wrote them down, because I was looking at there. Since July, I've been writing. I know this is crazy. They wake me up at night. I write and I write and I write and I write. And then I go back to sleep and I don't even remember what I write. And sometimes it's not even legible. And I'm like, oh gosh, what did I write? So anyway, this is within the next 4 years. So listen to some of this positive stuff, because I want to tell you right now, from 2022 to 2026, there's huge positive changes coming. Okay. And by the way, we will feel the effects of COVID till 2025. I'm sorry to say that. We will be living like this. It will get better this year. It will get better. But we will still be feeling those effects up into 2025. I that was the downer, that one I didn't like, but I get what I get. So, okay. So, I still say we are the United States government is going to be offering reparations to the Indians and to minorities within the next 4 years. There's some type of reparation being offered. Okay. I also say that, and I did not know this. See, so I make these predictions and I don't know, and then I do my research and I'm like, oh yeah, it's true. They want an amendment to the Constitution that's offering the Human Rights Amendment, and that is going to go through. And we're talking, and I know this is a long time off. I had one person on here one day. She's like, "Oh, ha ha ha! But you're making your predictions 4 years in advance." Well, Nostradamus made them in 400 years in advance. What are you talking about?
Right.
Duh. I mean, are you that stupid? No offense. I'm like, so from 2022 to 2026, there's some of these predictions. Most of these are for 2022.
Yep.
Okay. So, all right. So, Trump is going to run for some type of office, some small office, something small.
Within the next 4 years or this year?
I want to say this year, or you're going to hear about it, or he's going to talk about it. Now, I still say, I've been saying he's going to be put on the stage and on the stand. And I've been saying that. I said that last year. And I still say it, but he's never going to serve a day. Nothing's ever going to happen to him. So just let you go. I want to say Facebook's in the process of dying. I said that last year. And if you remember, that was one of my other predictions for 2021, was that something big was happening with Facebook. And if you look back, I know that was one of my predictions. So I still say it's going to become like MySpace. And I know it's one of the more popular ones out there right now, but I still say that right a little bit. Hi, Desiree. Hey, hi, guys. Oh, hi, guys. These are some of my normals. Hi, Emma, Mary Jane. Hi, guys. Hi, guys on TikTok. I'm trying to keep all you guys together. So, all right. Okay. Yep. All right. There we go. Hi, Joe. Joe, that's my husband's best friend. Oh, we're going towards a one world coalition, if you like it or not. That's where it's headed.
One world
coalition. You're going to start seeing more and more things talking about it within the next year to 2 years. Okay. This is an interesting thing, that this next prediction is just such an interesting one, and I don't understand. So you guys have to remember that I'm a medium. I repeat what they tell me, and there's a new type of meat source that's going to become common in the United States, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like, I know it's weird, but it's a common meat source, and I want goat. I know we don't eat goat. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. And you're going to hear about it probably this year, maybe early next.
Goat is the number one.
It is the number one food in the world.
Yep.
Yes.
So that could be interesting.
That could be. It's interesting that I got that. I just Now, this is one of the. Now, I did a lot of health this year. I got a lot of health issue things. Yeah. They're going to discover what autism is, and they're going to solve it in pregnancy during this 2022 to 2026. There's a cure in utero. They're going to solve what's wrong in utero. So I don't understand that. I just know that's what they were telling me. Now, here's an interesting one. And now you guys, I know that I did the 2022, but these are like coming, like I said, it's a very good shift for the next 4 years. I don't quite understand why, but they've been telling me that the whole time. So when I do these, they're going to capture a Bigfoot. They're going to actually get something somehow. I know that sounds crazy, but I was like, okay, I'm going to write that down because they told me to. There's so much going on. I know it's the age of Aquarius, but it's like in hyperdrive for the next 4 years. And I can tell you why. It's also astrological. Okay. So remember all that. Okay. Hi, Janine. Hi, Tammy. Hi, guys. How is everybody? it gives us hope, I guess, but because you're going to see, I can almost feel it. Now, when I've done readings for all you guys and I lay out your reading for the year, every single person that I've done for, and I've done for this year, probably quite a few, 15, 20. And gosh, these take a long time to make because I have to edit and everything. Anyway, everything's significant in February. Like big things are always happening in a good way in February. Now, I do want to tell you that February is extremely, hi Panta, that February is extremely good month. It has to do with the way that the planets are aligning. And it's kind of, okay, Jupiter is a very lucky planet. Jupiter loves to be in Pisces. That's where it belongs. Now, if you've got Jupiter anywhere else, I have my Jupiter in Sagittarius and I'm a Pisces moon. So I am double lucky. Now you guys know I'm retiring. So I'm like, I couldn't get it any luckier, right? But I want you guys to, if you have a chance, go to one of these websites and just print out your astrological chart. You got to know pretty much when the time you were born. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then your date. And it'll tell you. It'll go on there. It'll tell you all your different things. And if you see where your Jupiter is, I can tell you how it will affect you. Because like I said, I'm a Pisces moon and I'm a Sagittarius. And it's just Jupiter has a tendency to create people who are bigger than life. And so if it's in your chart in a certain way, and mine's in Sag, and I am a Sag sun, so it just I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing this. I had a friend tell me, she goes, you're supposed to be on the radio before this ever happened, and I go, what do you mean? And she goes, you're supposed to be doing communication, and I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, okay,
boom,
go figure, go with it, right? So there's change in mindsets. Now, here's what I saw the other night. This is giving me hope, you guys. I'm a positive person and it's giving me hope. Okay. I saw the Democrats and the Republicans reaching over an aisle and shaking hands. That was what was given to me by Pete. Pete has been coming to me, you guys. You guys know he is our producer that passed. And these are the people that came to me so that you understand. And they're the ones giving me this. And it was Pete, and this is such a funny, it was my father-in-law and it was my mother. I have never seen my mother ever on the other side. I know she's there. I've heard her, but I've never, and they all talked to me for about an hour and a half, giving me information. And he says, just be ready. Now, I do want to say one thing about the economy. There's some type of crash going on. There's something, and we all kind of can feel this, right? I mean, we all kind of know, but I am telling you guys to please watch your investments. It might be the housing crash. Now, this is the information. This is where I got it. Got it from a couple of different people I've read for, because I read for about 15 to 20 people a week. I can't really handle much more than that anymore. I'm really busy. But and they told me, they said, yes, there's some type of real big time. Now, you deal with real estate. Do you see this coming?
No.
No? Okay. And that's okay. But they're telling me like May, June. And remember I told you a couple of years ago that I said June was going to be a big year for something to do with the housing market? I might be off by a year. But they're saying there's something. Be watching your investments is what they kept saying to me. So be watching the money that's invested. So it has something to do. I thought of the housing market, but maybe that's the stock market. I'm not sure. I'm just letting you guys know.
Something.
Now, I do know that the interest rate's going to raise. It's going to go up quite a bit. It's going to go up to about 5.8 or so. So that's almost double, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that. Now, I could be off a year. You know what I'm saying? Because they're telling me, I don't know why they're giving me all the information from 2022 to 2026, because I think, so let me explain this, because I know I've got so many people that aren't Americans out there. But I want to tell you that our country, everything, we've just come full circle with come. If you know the history of everything, the way it lays, we just came full circle with Pluto. We start a new cycle now.
Okay.
So there's a brand new cycle starting. And like I said, everybody's going to start being kinder.
Yep.
Kinder, just kinder. There's going to be more compassion and kinder. And okay. I don't know how else to say that. I I'm being a Sag. I'm a really super positive person. I look for the positive in everything. That's just being a Sag. Because I don't like, some people pull cards and I don't honestly find anything bad in a card. I have some people who say, "Oh my God, it's a Tower card," and yeah, sometimes my heart sinks a little when I see a Tower card in my own reading. But then, you know what? I've seen where they've been great. It's just a surprise and blow, and it's a shock. And if I am telling you that a lot of people that I've pulled for so far, February is a big month for everybody. Okay, and I don't know why. I just can see that that's what lays. And I'm talking personally. I'm not just talking nationally. It's personal. A lot of growth. A lot of people are doing their spiritual awakening. Okay. So anyway, okay, so here's another prediction. Starbucks started their first union in 2021. They'll be completely unionized by 2023. Here's an interesting one too. In here in the United States, you guys that are from my Netherlands and everywhere else, because I got so many people listening, our prices are outrageous. I've been 55 years old now, and I can never remember looking and seeing this. It's just not it's just ridiculous. What's going to happen is some of these companies are going to step in. They're going to undercut all these other hospitals and doctors, and the prices are going to come down. That is my prediction. I'm sticking with that one. That is a big prediction. You're going to see that happen within this year, maybe next. And I don't honestly know why they gave me such a large window, but they said from 2022 to 2026. I feel because we're in growing pains. There's something going on there. I don't quite understand. I do know astrologically it's to our benefit that those next 4 years. Okay. So, all right. Brexit, from Britain, something happens with them. They pull something. I don't understand that, but I'm supposed to say that. I don't know if they're trying to like pull something over on somebody. I don't quite understand, but I'm supposed to give that because I do European and Indian predictions too. And there's something there. I don't quite understand, but they pull something. That was pull is literally what they told me. Okay. Another thing they showed me is, hi guys, hi Tracy, keep investing in silver. And I did the same thing. I mean, they show it to me over and over and over and over. Not gold, silver bars. Maybe the price is going to really, really jump. And I know people have been investing, but they're saying no, even more. Okay. The virus is going to slow down in 2022. It's going to slow down. Here's an interesting thing. This is one of the, now I'm not going to get to all my predictions, you guys. I mean, they gave me so many. I'm like overwhelming, but it's awesome because they're telling me how to help us keep our track of our money. I mean, they're helping us. Do you know what I'm saying? These are helpful things. The price of cotton is going to quadruple and hemp is going to take over. So if you've got the ability to invest in hemp, not pot, hemp, there's a difference. Hemp is pot, but hemp is grown as fiber. It's going to become extremely significant. So take advantage of hemp. If you can find somehow to invest in it, do that, because the prices of cotton are going up and the prices of processing it, I think. Okay. Something's going to happen with the milk market also. The prices of milk are going to jump dramatically. Now, I care mostly about the milk market because I live in Wisconsin and my grandparents had a dairy farm and we, eat cheese or die. That was what we were raised with. So, yeah, no, really. I mean, yeah. So that's really important. That it's something to do with the milk market. I don't understand, but I said, they'll just show me something or give me a piece of something. Sometimes when I see those volcanoes and stuff like that, they'll show me something and then they'll show me a map. So sometimes that's what they do. So I just write that down. Okay. I say the airplane industry is going to fail. There's a bankruptcy and they're going to seek a bailout this year. Or they're going to talk about it. And it's coming very quickly. Now, remember, I might be off a little because they're saying 22 to 26. That's like a kind of a big window, but I know it's coming and I see it and I kind of went, okay. So I just wrote that down. So there's going to be water rights in California again. They're going to have lots of issues with water rights. There's going to be some type of lawsuit. There's something going on with water rights. The wages, the minimum wage is going to be raised within this year. They're going to talk about it and raise it within next by a couple of dollars. They're not going to go up to the $15 that they need to have it. But there it is going to, the national is going to raise. There's going to be, okay, now this one kind of concerns me, and it's a warning again. There's a major shooting at a political rally of some type. And I don't like giving bad messages, but I always figured the only reason that they give me messages is to warn everybody. Okay. So like I said, I don't think that there's going to be tons of racial protesting. There's going to be tons of economic protesting this summer. It's going to be more like pro-union, you're not paying me enough. I'm not putting up with your crap. It's that kind of thing. People are going to band together. Okay. Now, we all know, by the way, Kyle Rittenhouse, because he's from here. There's a death attempt on him. He needs to be watching himself. No, really. I know that, people just say, oh, that, and I don't like to be negative, but I'm telling you that people need to be careful and watch themselves. I'm just saying that there's some type of attempt. I did predict an AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I predicted a death attempt in 2018, and I was right. They didn't talk about it much, but there was one on her. So that concerns me. I don't want anybody to get hurt. It really, right. And I don't like to predict
don't wish that on anybody. No.
Yes. Okay. Something's big with TikTok and the government, the U.S. government. I think they're cracking down. I'm not sure what this means, but there's something going on this year. They're going to crack down. There's something with TikTok. Okay. They're cracking down. They're doing something. I'm not quite sure what it is. Okay. And I do feel like it'll be worked out, but they're cracking down about something. I don't know if it's just people getting on there with negativity. I'm not sure what it is. So, okay. Major hurricane on the East Coast. Major hurricane on the East Coast this year. And the COVID deaths are going to go up by, it'll be easily over 1 million by April, 1.3 or more. And that makes me sad. I've lost a lot of people. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hi guys. I'm watching you. Hi Brian. I'm watching you guys on I've got 3 screens on right now.
Of course, you're listening to Metaphysical Meanderings with Lana Duncan Hartgrave. She is the master psychic. Follow her, subscribe to her YouTube, get alerted, go out on TikTok, follow her there as well. If you don't know how to get to her, go to www.enchantedsky.com. You can reach her at 216thenet.com and just click on her page. It'll take you right over to Enchanted Sky as well. This year for 2022, the prediction is that the show is only going to be 45 minutes instead of an hour.
Yeah.
So we've got about 2 minutes before the last 15 minutes of the first show. That's how fast it goes.
Yes, it does.
But we're doing that for sanity reasons, but also we're doing that because you guys are great, and it gives you better time to reach out to enchantedsky.com and book readings. And
yes. And by the way, I have not told anybody yet, but I am telling you guys here, I am teaching a master class on surviving your spiritual awakening.
Hey,
and it's going to be on getclatch.com. You will see more information about it really, really soon.
Coming soon.
Yes. And I'm offering it in February. Right. So, and I'm keeping them cheap because I think that people are overcharging.
There you go.
So it's going to be like $45, $50 for an hour and a half class. Yep. I mean, it's pretty cheap. And there's a limit of 30 people. So, okay. So let you know. So just to let you guys know, I've got I could go do this 3 weeks in a row because
we just may. Well,
I might because
next
there's
week.
so much this is huge, significant for the world from 22 to 26. It's significant. It just is. And I don't know why. I don't know how else to tell you guys that. And they're telling me it. I see it in the cards. I see it in the astrology. It's just so important. Okay. And there's another major company Two more. How's that?
All right, 2 more.
Major company clearing to bankruptcy, and it's a big company. It's like Nabisco, or it's somebody. It's big. They're clearing to bankruptcy, and it's going to affect the world because it's that big of a company. It's like Nestle or Nabisco, or it's something big. Okay. There's gonna. I still say Amazon's going union. There's going to be a lot of fighting, but they're going to go union. Okay. And there's a major person that leads that union. I'm sure it's Amazon. No, it's Amazon because they're sending stuff. Maybe it's FedEx. No, I think it's Amazon. But a major person develops politically for it and ends up running for offices. So this person becomes out of the woodwork, and this person's very powerful. I want to say it is a man. Okay. All right. The mullet gets even more popular. It's big. It's coming back, you guys. Everyone's gonna start, and it's gotten popular, but even more so. Okay, so I don't know why they showed me that, but they did. All right. So with that said, those are my questions. I'm going to do this again next week because I need to. Because I probably have 3 weeks at least.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So this would be the time that we're going to open up the chat lines out there. Now, keep in mind, folks, you have to be specific. Don't say, Lana, what do you see for me in 2022? That's not specific enough. We need specific. We got a lot of energy out there, a lot of vibrations going on out there with hundreds of thousands of people listening and watching and tuning in here. So in the chat, feel free. Feel free
to ask a question.
To go ahead and ask a question, but let's be very, very specific.
Yes, you have to be specific. Is Trump going to come back? He is going to try to come back, but he will never be reelected as a president.
Yeah. And Mary Jane, hi, Lana. Hubby passed over the 29th. Big changes here for sure. Our thoughts, prayers go out to you, Mary Jane. Sorry for that. Anna says, do you see a new love or old love will be coming back into my life?
I think somebody old's coming back into your life. I don't think they ever completely left.
Interesting.
You're going to know by March or April. Okay. Now you guys do understand here on TikTok, and I'm not passing judgment on anybody. Everybody's in their own spot, but I don't need cards. I don't need to pull a card. Anybody can pull a card. And if you're watching me over the last 2.5 years on TikTok, and here I've been here it'll be 2 years in July right here.
July, yep.
That my accuracy, it precedes me. I don't have to
truth.
Pull
That's
cards.
Truth. That's right.
I don't need them. So if you guys are wondering why, that I just don't need them. I'm a master. I've been doing this forever because I see these people that get on there and they pull cards and they don't even know the cards.
That's it. All right. So Ida says, interesting, Lana. Can't wait for the international predictions, which will be great.
Good.
Christopher says, will I be on a cast in drag this year?
I don't understand that question. Christopher, honey.
Drag.
I know, but I know I get that. We'll be on a cast in drag.
Is it a show?
You mean like a show, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yes, you will. Okay. I didn't quite understand that. Okay. Here, let me take something off of TikTok. Okay. Somebody's looking for a job this spring and their name is Linda and Marilyn Linds, maybe. Yes, you will. It won't be quite as soon as you would like. It's going to be more like April and maybe even into May, but it will be, if you hold out, it'll be what you want. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Ven says, when is it going to be a buyer's market in 2022?
It's going to be. I wonder if that's what I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. Now, I have been told, now I'm in the process, and Kent knows, I'm trying to buy a house for one of my sets of children. And they keep telling me to wait until mid-year. And they say that. So there's something going on. Right. And I'm not saying any of this is bad. We have to purge the negativity.
That's right.
That's why there's been such a backlash of negativity, because the positivity is coming and it's going to overwhelm. It's overwhelming and it's erasing and cleansing because of the age of Aquarius. I'm telling you, I'm right. You can feel it. I can feel it starting already. Yeah. And I don't know if you can, but I can.
That's right.
So just stay positive, send out those loving vibes, keep your spiritual, everybody's going through a spiritual awakening right now. You guys do know that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything ever been said about COVID ever going away? Crystal, no. It's going to become kind of like the flu.
Yeah.
And that's that. I do want to say it's going to slow. One of my predictions, I might as well give it to you, is that there's going to be 2 or 3 more strains coming out this year. in 2022 here in the United States. But it's not. It's gonna become like a flu, like I don't know how else. And we kind of knew that. I mean, from what we learned about the flu, we know about viruses. Viruses get weaker over time. Yeah. So do you know what I'm saying? So I do feel like there's much like spring for some reason. It slows down quite a bit.
Yep.
Okay.
So Christian says, "Hi, Lana. When do I need to move?"
When do you need to move? If you do, you make your plans, because it's in about a year. Because if you go too soon, you're not going to have the resources you need.
Yeah. Okay. Emma asks, "I'm currently on a 12-month contract for my job whilst I do the training. This is up in March. Do you think I should stay on, or do spirits see me changing jobs and going elsewhere?"
Okay. So I have to read this again, you guys. Yeah. So I'm currently on a 12-month contract for my job while I do the training. This is up in March. Do you think I should stay or go? Do you see me changing jobs? You're changing jobs and going elsewhere. Yes, you will. Yeah. Something will lay right and open for you, Emma. Okay. I've got here Jessica here on TikTok. Will my daughter pass her license the first time? Yes.
Nice.
Barely within like a point or something. Okay.
But a pass is a pass. Let's celebrate that.
Here's an interesting question off my Facebook. Jean says, "How soon will I become a healer?" You already are, honey. Do you want to be certified in it? Do you want to have credibility? It's all on how you want to approach it. Now, for me, because I am also the eternal student, because I'm a Sag, I'm getting my PhD. I've started my PhD in metaphysics.
You are nuts.
Nope, it's only a year. It's only a year, and I've always
you already have like 95 degrees.
I do. But I want the doctorate. I want the Dr. Duncan Hargrave. Sounds good.
Doctor Psychic.
Yes.
There we go.
Plus, I feel it gives me some credibility, because there's so many people out there that are just randomly doing. They don't realize how hard this is, you guys. One, you need to stop not charging. You're creating karmic debt.
That's right.
For all the people that are readers, because I know there's a lot of you watching me. I've got about 13,000 people on TikTok, and I would say about half of you are readers. Yeah. And that's okay, because I mentor readers. I'm okay with that. But you have to do something. There has to be an exchange.
Got to be an exchange.
Okay, something. Okay, because you get worn out. This can wear me out. There's days that and it's called compassion fatigue. And I've gone through it with school, and now I've gone through it as a reader. And you have to stay. It's hard to do this. You will understand when you get into it a little bit more that it's not. It seems like this is, well, I can sit there answering questions all day. I am literally on talk. I am the go-between between the other side. I'm literally, and it wears you out.
Yeah, it is a lot of energy.
So just thought I would mention that.
Yeah. Okay. Liana says, "Lana, what do you see with my new coworker Brian?"
Aren't you just very good friends? So I think I'm not sure what you're asking, if you're asking about the love interest, because he really likes you, and he would like to, but he's afraid to because you work with him or something.
That's right. And make sure it's not caught on camera.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. So but he's scared to, because he doesn't want to cross the line. So, okay, but I don't see why he couldn't.
Teresa asks, "Will I get a new job working in shipping and receiving for the school district I work for?"
Okay, will I get a new job working in shipping and receiving for the school district I work for? Teresa, if that's not what you do sort of now, yes, because I do see you doing that. I don't quite understand that. I feel like you're kind of doing something like it now, aren't you? Because it seems like there's somehow it's connected. But yes. Okay. Someone asked if they have COVID. I want to say yes. I want to say it's very, very mild. Take care of yourself. I've had COVID. I had COVID myself. Can't had COVID. Yeah. I know very few people now that have not had it. So if you take good care of yourself, get your shots, stay down. I stayed down for 3 weeks. I didn't do anything for 3 weeks, and I don't have any lasting effects. Yeah. Which has been good for me, because for 2 months there, I couldn't talk too long.
Yeah, no, that was tough.
Yeah. So, anyway.
All right. Anna asked, "Will my health improve this year?" Anna Vaughn, that is.
I think Anna, we've talked before. I think that it's going to stabilize. Now, one of the very interesting predictions, see, you guys got me doing my predictions, and I was going to say that because I can't help it. I'm telling you, there's a cure for diabetes. In the next 4 years, they are using stem cells and they are injecting them in the pancreas. Now, I thought that was weird, so I looked it up because I get told this. Yes, they are experimenting, and yes, I am saying it will become commonplace within the next 2 years. It is the cure.
Yeah.
Okay. And it excites me because there's diabetes all over in my family too. So, okay. All right. Danica, any pregnancies for you this year? Yeah. Do you have a boy already, Danica? Tell me, because I'm not sure. Because to me, if you don't have a boy, you're having one. And if you've got one, you're going to have another one. Okay. Okay. So you see.
That's it.
Okay.
Emily,
Go ahead.
Emily asks, how will the return of Pluto affect the U.S.?
Okay. So good question. So the with Pluto's return, the last time that it came around in a certain way was the forming of the new U.S. in general.
Interesting.
Government. Okay. So now it's ended its cycle. There is dramatic change for the better. I still say that the people are taking control again. We've had enough of large government, large
old white people running.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna see thoughtfulness and kindness, and the big corporations. I still say it, and it's going to be a little bit painful for some people. I'm going to tell you that right now, but it has to happen. Okay, because we can't go on like this. And that's one thing about the age of Aquarius, you guys. You understand that the age of Aquarius reveals lies. You cannot lie in the age of Aquarius, and our country has been one big giant lie. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I love my country, but it has been over and over and over and over. So now that's why it's being broken apart and it's being reshaped. I'll save it for. There's a big governmental thing for next week.
Save it next week.
That I got that was so huge. I was like,
that's right.
It's going to develop this year.
We got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes. And here, for everybody listening, yes, you can ask more than one question. Here's what I would do. Go to www.enchantedsky and get a reading for the year.
Yes.
Don't just take this stuff that she's giving you is like a fortune cookie reading. There's so much energy and so many people that are tuned in right now. And if you sit there and go, oh, you're a bunch of hockey puck, it might not be for you. It could be for somebody else who's listening. Right?
This morning I did a reading this morning. I always do readings before I come because otherwise I can't get them all fit in. And I did one this morning and she didn't know because I do read on a major website, but I won't say because I don't like how they treat me because they take 60%. But anyway, and so I said to her, well, I'm a medium. And I said, well, who's Lily? And she's like, how did you do that? I'm like, I'm a medium. I don't use cards. I talk to people on the other side and get their information. They are urging us. They are encouraging us. They are positive and excited for us that the changes are happening to this planet.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And
you should be excited. You should be. It's not bad. It's stuff that has to happen.
And our good friend from the Netherlands, Ida, says, hey, Lana, just wanted to let you know that my first ultrasound did go well. Thanks for your predictions and prayers.
So Ida's letting me know. Yes, thank you for the confirmation. She's from the Netherlands. She's the watch party, right? Isn't Ida the watch party?
Yes,
I have a watch party in the Netherlands. And she said that thank you. The ultrasound went well, like I said. Good. I'm glad. And Ida, I will light you a candle. I promise. Any of you guys want me to light you a candle? I say prayers, and you don't tell me that prayer does not work. We know that prayer works. It is a positive emotion that all of us have giving to other people. Maybe we can heal the world if we all pray. Just keep praying that we heal the world. Okay. And I even have positive stuff for global warming.
If we don't get to your question, please don't get upset. Give Lana a call, connect with her. Jen asks, Jen Krejci, a good friend of the show, asked, do you see me becoming debt-free this year?
Not completely, Jen, but towards the end, about October, I see a 10. Something really, it's like, I want to say you do, I don't know if you burn your, you used to burn a mortgage. Yep. I feel like there's a piece of paper and you burn it. So symbolically. So something is really, really positive there, but towards the end of the year. Okay.
That's it.
All right. Is that it?
Well,
we're used to an hour.
One more here. One more.
Anna, we're used to an hour. We cut this down.
Anna says, Lana, hope you could answer this one for me. Do you see me healed from the stomach issues I have had all of 2021?
Okay. Anne, Iva. Yes, but they're going to have to do some type of procedure for you. I'm not sure what it is. It seems kind of like an outpatient type thing, and they find out what's wrong. So I don't know if it's exploratory. I'm not sure, but they do a procedure, and it's coming to you soon, like in March maybe, that they find out what's wrong. You will be absolutely relieved when they tell you. And I don't understand that completely, but that's what I'm supposed to tell you.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We are done, you guys. Everybody take care. Keep watching EnchantedSky.com, www.EnchantedSky.com.
Like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell. Yep, make sure that you get alerted every time that Lana goes live. And she goes live every day. TikTok, Instagram, you name it. She's out there. She's there for you. Thanks for tuning in and getting caught in the net, folks. Enjoy Sunday.